What's up everybody, back for another Honkai Star Rail video. In today's video we're going to talk about, are there too many DPSs releasing in Honkai Star Rail? So recently with the Amorpheus update, all that good stuff, a lot of the characters feel like they're DPS oriented. So I wanted to go through and rate all of the characters that we have dropped and see how skewed it is, right? So this video is going to assume, because we don't have official stuff on Fane, on Archer, and Saber, but let's be for real, bro. Destruction and Hunt, like, come on, they're very clearly going to be DPSs, right? So let's go ahead and put them up here, right, just right away. And then we'll just go through the characters and we'll kind of talk about it. So Cypher is a sub DPS, I see the sustain. Anaxa is a DPS. He can be a sub DPS, right? But we're just gonna put him in DPS at this point, right? DPS, DPS, support, DPS, DPS. So with 3.0 upward, right? Obviously we are on 3.3 going to 3.4. So at the end of 3.4, this is what it's looking like. We have one sustain, one support, one sub DPS, and a whopping total. To be fair, if we don't count the fake collab, it is only 6, but we have a whopping 8 DPSs. That's already like absurd, like what the hell, right? Then we go forth, we have a support, DPS, sustain, DPS, support. I know technically debuffing characters, we're just gonna say they're supporting someone else doing more damage, right? DPS, sub DPS, 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 support, sustain, DPS, support, sub DPS. Alright, now we're at 2.0, right? This is Penacony and Morpheus together. We have so many DPSs, man. Like, actually insane. Now, let's go ahead and knock out every character in 1.1 as well. We have a DPS, we have a support, we have a DPS, we have a sustain, we have a sub DPS, a DPS, a sustain, a DPS, DPS, sustain. Support is mostly her role. You can run her DPS, but I want to put her in support just for this, right? DPS. So, not counting, we've had some 4 stars, right? I'm just going to rate the 5 stars at the moment because 4 stars are fake and not real, right? Since the game has come out, not counting the standard characters, right? Because this is just going forward with characters they have released that you have to sub for. Well, I guess you know what I mean, right? The premium characters. We have a total of 6 sustains. We have 8 supports, 4 sub DPSs, and a whopping total of, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 22 DPSs, right? Which, to be fair, DPS is kind of the easiest category to fall under most of the time, right? But this is kind of absurd, I'm not gonna lie, right? I also thought there'd be more sub DPSs. Technically, you can also put Anaxa and Argenti there, but when they first released Argenti, he was very clearly a main DPS, and then Anaxa, while very clearly wanted to be a Herda, right, a Herda buddy, we're just gonna put Anaxa in DPS, but you can argue both, but it really doesn't matter. Even if we move Anaxa to sub DPS, it's still a insanely disgusting amount of DPSs, and it does suck that a lot of them, like 3.0 starts here. We have almost doubled our DPSs since launch, right? Like, hello? That is an absurd amount. We, like, if the next patch comes out and the next 2 characters are DPSs, we will have, like, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll be at 11. That, yeah, whoa. Morpheus is really about to just double the DPSs we have acquired. Like, that's crazy. That's quite a bit of DPS just in a short span, which is kind of a good thing and bad thing, right? It's a good thing because if you are free to play and you're trying to get a new DPS, even if you fail getting like Herda, right, and Aglia, then you could potentially get Mediator Castris. If you fail to get Mediator Castris, then you know, Herda and Aglia reran, you could probably just grab Herda then, right? Obviously, this depends on how much you play, how free to play you really are, right? Because technically, like some people count on free to play. I just buy the login thing or the battle pass, right? Depends on how you view the free to play. I know technically that's not free to play, but some people are like, oh, I don't actually buy pass. I just buy the login bonus, right? Regardless, though, more than likely you've had more than enough time to grab at least one of the 3.0 DPSs, which is nice, right? Because there's so many of them and they're all really good. However, it is kind of like, you know, they have to make them slightly better. Like, obviously, Castoris is going to be better than Mide, right? Herda is, you know, kind of an anomaly, but I'm here for that, right? We'll have to see with the fake characters in Phanon if they're going to be better than before. I'm kind of liking how everyone's kind of like somewhat on an even playing field, so I'm very happy. I'm very happy that it's not just like Herda's the best DPS. Now Aglia is, now Mide, now Castoris, now Phanon, now the fake characters, like all that stuff, because that'd be a bit rough. So I do think they're handling the DPSs like power wise, they're all like kind of similar, even though some of them like Herda and Castoris kind of peak out above the other ones. The other ones are still completely runnable, completely usable, right? However, it would be cool if we did get like some other, like maybe some sub DPSs coming forth, or like a support. I doubt all the crisis hairs are going to be all DPSs, and I think we still have what, like 2 or 3 more, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. I think it's 2, right? But yeah, hopefully there's a sub DPS and maybe a support in there. It does kind of suck because I wouldn't really mind getting all these DPSs as much as we're getting 4 stars. I know I sound like a broken record, but if we had like a 4-star like action advanced support or whatever that kind of like was really good with like casters, maybe like a mini Sunday, then I'd be like, oh wait, let's, you know, if they give us another DPS, I wouldn't mind, because we've gotten a couple 4-stars that are like sub DPSs or sustains, right? Like, when are we gonna give a 4-star shielder, you know, to kind of like give us more variety? Because if we add the 4 stars, we'll have a good amount of like sustains, because we have like Gallagher, Lynx, Natasha, all of them, right? Like this will definitely go up. There is a lot of DPS 4 stars, I will say. Let's see it. Try not to show too much, because they do have, unfortunately, this tier list might have a few things I don't want to show on the screen, so I gotta be careful how far I scroll down. But yeah, no, we have like RMC as a support, you know, HMC as a support, March is like a sub DPS, Gallagher sustain. Like, we definitely have like a good amount of like free or 4-star characters that would fill out the sustain and support slots, right? But this is mostly about the premium 5-star characters, and we don't get them that often. Like, it's been over a year at this point since we've gotten a 4-star. The last free character was the Remembrance MC, and I guess soon to be Archer, right? But yeah, no, in terms of 4 stars, it's been a while, right? So unfortunately, I can't really be like, hey, you know, at least we're getting them. We are getting a bit DPSs. I think we're good on DPSs. I think we can just do supports and whatnot. But let me know what you guys think. Would you rather have like 1 or 2 supports here and there throughout a whole patch, like 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, right? So you have a chance to get them, or get them on the rerun, and just kind of like pick your DPS out of like the many they spam. Would you rather have more of like sustains, other classes, right? Or do you really just are okay with how they go? I think this is the best way they've done it, because they reran the characters a lot. All the DPSs are on par. It was really just, you know, Tribby, like get Tribby. If you don't have a good sustain Hyacine, right? If not, just continue like Quoho, Adventuring, Link Shove. You have them, they're completely fine, and you didn't have to worry about her. But it's really just grab Tribby and just pick a DPS and then like go from there, right? And we have had plenty of time, plenty of currency. Anniversary came around, like he got made for free. Hell, you got Luocha, who still, you know, doesn't do as much as the other characters, but he still heals, right? So I think we're actually on a pretty good spot in the game right now, all things considered. I know people scream power creep, but you know, I think they've been pretty good about not power creeping a DPS over and over and over as we've been spamming them. But other than that, that'll be it for the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. You know, do you think there should be more 4 stars to kind of flesh out the cast of characters? Do you think they should slow down the DPSs, keep it how it is, and keep them all the same? Do you think we should get a DPS that is clearly better than the rest? Like Phanon, let's say like Phanon's going to be like 2 steps above, kind of like how Acheron was. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that YouTube stuff.